What's going on? What's going on, good people? You know what time it is. You either get right or you get left. It's the BirdCage LLC. You know how we get down. We got a few things that we're going to get to, but before we get to it, man, y'all hit that like and subscribe button, man. We got you covered. Ghosts.
Okay, y'all, this is it.
Hey, you know what time it is. As we say, you either get right or you get left. You're getting right because you up in here in the bird cage. So you know how we do it, man. So let's go ahead and get to it, man. We got Coach Cam in the building. We got some other folks that's gonna probably end up popping in. What's going on, Coach Cam, and what's going on to the chat and everybody? Thank y'all for tapping into the bird cage today. What's happening with you, man?
Hey, we right on time. Let's get to it.
Man, when you sit back and think about it, man, it's just been one of these things where you sit back and you just say, well, damn. This season has been abysmal in so many ways, man. So many ways. And when you sit back and you really think about it, it's how can I put it? With all the talent that we have, it's disappointing. And you see people that have been undercoached, undervalued, and so many other things that have happened. The biggest thing that I take from this, and this is kind of what pissed me off this week, Raheem Morris threw Bijan Robinson under the bus. Now, look, Bijan is one of the best in the league. And you really, after your interview saying stats don't mean anything, and you said those are for loose, but we just lost to one of the worst teams in the NFL, the New York Jets. And the problem on this team has been the staff you've put together, period. We're going to get into the Seahawks this week, but we got to talk a little bit about the Jets. I'm not going to harp too heavy on it, but some of these topics that we're going to talk about dives into it. But Bijan is 5 yards away from 1,000 yards on the ground this year. When's the last time we've had 1,000-yard rusher? Tyler Algier, correct?
Tyler Algier is rookie year. About what, 4 years ago? 4 years ago?
We haven't had a 1,000-yard back since then. He's 5 yards away from that. And now when you sit back and you pay attention to it, it's like, wow, it's how can I put it, brother? You just put things up where you just say, well, damn, how do you put yourself in a position like this to do your players this way? I don't get it. I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't get it. And when you look at what Tyler has meant to this offense, because you wanted to make him Christian McCaffrey, you have, and now you throw him under the bus.
Yeah.
You throw him under the bus like he's yesterday's garbage. I got a problem with that. I got a problem.
I think we all should. I think we all should. When you're the main man and there's been glaring mistakes that you've made, how do you throw one of the most productive members of this team under the bus for mistakes that you continuously made?
And you put him in that, and you put this team in that spot.
You did it. You did all of this is on you. You hired the staff. These are the people you brought in that you felt was going to help you accomplish something, which is winning, and you haven't done a lot of that in 2 years.
Nope.
So when you look at it, we got rid of Ike Hilliard. For what reason? Was it because he held him accountable, or did he just not like someone, you know, going at his headpiece and really telling them like, hey, something's wrong, something is off, something don't smell right. So you can do that to that coach, but when you look at the special teams coach, Marquise Williams, who's been terrible for the last 2 years, and you say that you're not going to make any more necessary changes, when the special teams has been the worst piece of this team all year, there's something wrong with this formula. And it starts with Raheem.
And it's not just starting with Raheem. You also have to look at it from a standpoint of you got to call out the front office for not holding his feet to the fire now, because it's like now you're seeing that it's a problem, but you're not gonna hold his feet to the fire. But speaking of holding people to the fire, we got Graybeard in the building, sliding in, getting ready to add a little charcoal to this fire that we're getting ready to start, that we've already started. But
what charcoal? He ain't got no black in his beard. That's Velcro.
Man, but getting back to it, I chose the title today to call this show. So today's title of this episode is called Nafal Ba-chen. If you don't understand Hebrew, that means to fall out of favor. Now, like I said, I'm a historian. You know, I'm not gonna put it out here. I'm a biblical man too. You know, I might not. I'm a cuss. He's still working on me, like Steve Harvey used to say. He's still working on me. But Nafal Ba-chen is a term that we use to say falling out of favor. Raheem and his team have fallen out of favor with the fans of this city, and that was the reason why I chose that title. This week. So, you know,
It's not even just the fans. It's not even just the fans. It's the locker room. He's falling out of favor with.
We gonna get. That's part of one of the topics. We gonna get to that. But what I'm saying is, right now we got to address the fans all around, not just the city of Atlanta, the Atlanta Falcon fans as a whole. This is what we are addressing. So, Falcon fans, we are in the state of Nafal Ba-chen. That is what we're in the state of, Nafal Ba-chen, to fall out of favor. They have fallen out of favor with us at this point. Not saying that we're not going to root for them no more, but this is where we're at. So,
I call it Groundhog Day. It seems like we repeat this every year. You get a hype video telling us we need to rise up. We get hyped up for the draft. We get hyped up for training camp. You got people driving, standing in the long heat just to get into the flowery branch, just to see what the team look like and what the anticipation to be a good season. Week 1 happened. Groundhog Day. And it's been happening for 8 years.
8 long years.
8 years of Groundhog Day. Of the high and the low. I'm pretty much to the point right now. I'm just whatever.
I want to hear what you got to say. Raheem Morris was very candid after the game, raw emotion to throw his superstar running back under the bus. One of the best players in the NFL, but again, one of the best players on the team, that you really threw him under the bus in that interview. And we got to give a shout out to Dave Archer, who's a Falcon through and through, who did that interview. And if you haven't seen it, please check it out on YouTube, because that was just one of the most distasteful things that I've seen, because this man has carried this team, and for you to throw him under the bus like that, and that's your main weapon you use. I got a problem with that. I got a serious problem with that.
It pretty much It's pretty much your favorite weapon to use. I mean, it just, I listened to the interview, man. I was just like, because I was driving, doing my route. I'm like, if you
But
ever, if you ever want to lose favor of the player, this is the recipe right here. I mean,
here's the difference, though.
Go ahead. My bad.
No, I'm addressing this because this is Berto. So here's my thing. The difference is Kyle Shanahan is competent.
Yeah.
Say what you want. And his first 3 years, he went into a situation where the 49ers were bad. They were bad when he got there. So when you look at it, you can't compare Raheem to Kyle Shanahan at this point. If you do that, that's a bad comparison.
He took Mr. Irrelevant and made him into a household name in the National Football League.
And not just Mr. Irrelevant,
He's all pro.
You also have a former safety who's a Hall of Famer and a Super Bowl champ that is your general manager. And when you talk about your general manager, he understands what these players are going through. He understands the business of this. He understands everything that's going on when it comes to the locker room because he was in it. He had a helmet and shoulder pads at one point. So he literally balanced a lot of things out for Kyle Shanahan at this point. You might want to turn that down, whoever's got that loud. They're getting a lot of feedback. But you got to look at it from this standpoint.
They pretty much took a swing on land, dove in, gave up pick in the whole 9.
Missed
a lot. Missed on Jimmy G. And they still were relevant, making playoffs, going to Super Bowl, NFC Championship game.
You know why? It's because of the fact that they built depth. Something I've been preaching since I started the show.
And then on top of that, they got a competent front office.
That's the biggest piece, honestly, is the competence of the front office. We have a guy in Rich McKay who allows or picks coaches with little to zero experience, because the thing is, it allows him to keep power in a place where he shouldn't have it. If you bring in someone like a Mike Vrabel or a Lovie Smith or a Bill Belichick, the power is taken out of his hands. He has no power. He has no leverage that he can use to control Arthur Blank. Yep. And that's really what it is. Rich McKay is the puppet master. Arthur Blank is just a puppet at this point. He's just the face of the team.
So speaking of being a puppet master, I'm going to pull these strings real quick. Welcome to the cage, K-Dub. Welcome. We pretty much were just talking about how Raheem Morris threw Bijan Robinson under the bus. We're getting ready to slide it to this next topic. The Falcons are on the brink of playoff elimination at this point. It's not over with yet, but mathematically, you might as well say they're dead in the water. Last week was a game they had to have. If they got that game, they had probably a little room for one error, tiny room. But now, if Tampa wins next week, we lose, we're out. Or if we tie and Tampa wins, we're out. Or if Green Bay wins or ties, we're out, even if we win. So it's pretty much your back against the wall at this point. How do you feel now about this team? Everything that this team has gone through, from offensive line, pretty much wasting the top 10 defense of the year. And now you're looking at your season, 8 straight years, no playoffs, with all the talent that you're running into the ground. How do you feel specifically about looking on the outside looking in at this point?
Who's that, for me?
Yeah, that's for you.
Okay. I mean, like I said, I feel like every other Falcon fan out there, man. We're in a dark place. We're in the twilight zone. We don't know when we're gonna ever get up. I was listening to Graybeard on the way in, and he was saying how they do a great, outstanding job of hyping us up, but they never give us any substance. So I think they need to stop, or either who's ever in charge of the hype train, get them in charge of putting the team together or something, getting us quality product, because they do a great job of hyping the city up, getting 10, 15, 20,000 people. I was out there sweating in the training camp. So I'm speaking up for the people that was out there and they sold us a bad bag of goods and sold us a lemon. So I wish they would just be honest with us. I know that's hard to do, but I think you would get a lot further with your fan base if you would have been very honest. Just be brutally honest. We got a lot of issues. We're gonna try our best to correct this roster, but we're gonna have growing pains. We don't have the depth that we're supposed to have, but we're gonna try to field the best possible team that we can and represent the city of Atlanta the best way possible. If they would have came out there, and said it, they had to say it verbatim how I said it, but along those lines, as a fan and as a fan base, they could have tempered our expectations to where we don't think we're going back to the Super Bowl or we're going back to the playoffs. We're not. And we were more than just a quarterback away, because now we see we're more than a quarterback. We're more than a fullback that we desperately need in this offense. We're desperately need of multiple formations that we need to run instead of only one quarterback going on the center and the other quarterback staying the pistol 65, 70% of the time. So, like I say, as a fan and as a podcaster, we're in a dark place, man. Like I said, I see this being like another being honest with everybody. It's a letter to BirdCage. Let's be honest with ourselves. Let's say it's going to take about another 2 years, maybe 3 years before we think about being anything worth a dang. Okay, let's start being honest. Stop poo-pooing ourselves and looking in the mirror thinking we don't got nothing. We got to build back in this team.
Oh,
it don't matter who behind that quarterback. I don't care if we go draft another quarterback in this draft. We have to develop him. And the quarterback coach and the offensive coordinator we have on staff does a piss poor job of developing quarterbacks.
So
I don't want to bring anybody in for that.
So wait a minute, because I'm getting ready to get in this. And as you can see, the bad guy logo is up behind me. Damn it, I'm getting ready to get up on this because I heard all off season from fans, fellow podcasters, and many others who tried to tell me that I was a wet blanket and I was wrong. And I've been saying this mess since day one. I'm just glad people are finally coming around to see the truth. Been saying this since day one. It's not that I'm hating. It's the fact that this team has sold a bill of goods for the longest. I'm laughing right now because it's funny to see how pissed off everybody is now. And it's how can I put it? The best way to describe how I'm feeling right now, I feel like how Jeremiah felt when he was telling the Israelites, hey, you need to change what you're doing. And it's too late when you get the army of Babylon at the front gates. And the army of Babylon is pretty much, guess what? The media, the non-playoff situation. You have everybody kicking in the front gates ready to take over this city. You gave Mike Florio literally ammunition to tear down this team. You did it. And I sat back and I chuckled because I said, we got pieces. We don't have enough. And we're going about it in the wrong ways. But we've been told, because it just trips me out because it's a lot of folks that don't want to stand 10 toes down on what they said. A lot of folks are changing that tune like, no. Stand 10 toes down on what you said. It's okay to say, all right, you know what? I screwed up on what I said in this. Guess what? We see this for what it is. And it's okay because I've been wrong on here about players myself. And I can honestly sit back and say, you know what? I was wrong about this. I was wrong about how I went about that. I was wrong about that. But the problem with our fan base and some fellow podcasters, a lot of people don't want to stand out and say they was wrong, and they backslide and backpedal faster than Prime in '92.
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
And at this point, I'm gonna let you go. But at this point, with us being on the brink of elimination at this point, when is everybody gonna sit back? When is everybody gonna sit back and understand the fact that our scouting department is still bad? Because you got a ton of diamonds that you've passed on that have been put out here. Because here's the thing. A lot of shows really just show majority of the top guys or the guys ESPN is talking on. They really don't do homework on players. Really don't. And that's our scouting department too. You got a ton of diamonds that are not at the big schools and you're passing up on. Because now with the way NIL is, a lot of these 4-5 kids that should be 4-5 stars that should have been at these camps, guess what? They can come in and start. They can come in and be franchise players. But because they don't have the big name schools across their chest, they get pushed to the side. Right now, and I'm going to let you go, Cam, I'm going to give you this. Since we don't have a first-round draft pick, we don't have this, you better look at Andrew Bodie out of Alabama State. You can take him as an undrafted free agent. He's got over 1,700 yards passing, over 30 touchdowns, and has over a 71% completion rate. He's the SWAC Offensive Player of the Year, by the way. So, and he's a redshirt junior. So he can either go back another year or you can get him and bring him here and matriculate him in the system and have him as a great backup. And if stuff don't work with Penix, you got a guy that's going to be low risk, high reward at that point. And it's not going to cost us any money. And you can build up the trenches with that money opposed to having to drop cash on something serious coming in. I prefer a veteran, but I'm also looking at the fact that we bring, like K-Dub was saying, if you bring anybody here, what is your offensive line going to do? Pass blocking sucks. So use that money to bring in somebody. Cam, it's on you.
So I'm going to just piggyback on what you and K-Dub said. I was one of those fans that I swore up and down that this offense was going to be top 10 based on everything that I saw. Everyone I was coming back, the chemistry that I saw the last 4 games of last season. I was one of those people that went, I would argue up and down, this would be a top 10 offense. I told everyone we were going to have a solid defense, especially with James Pierce Jr. and Jalen Walker coming in here. Mm-hmm. And they have
delivered,
exceeded the expectation of what everyone said this defense was going to be. This is a top 6, top 7 defense. Now, are there areas in which it can be fixed? Absolutely, because we suck against the run. We are absolutely terrible against the run. But here's the thing when it comes to our offense. I'm not going to put all the blame on Michael Penix. I'm not going to put all the blame on the offensive line. I'm not putting any offensive blame on Bijan, nor am I putting any on Tank Algier. We don't have a number one. We don't have a true number one wide receiver. Drake is the number 2. And anyone who wants to tell me otherwise, go do your tape. Go watch tape. At SC, he wasn't a true number 1. Here, he's not a true number 1 because he does not create separation off the line. And if you press him, he can't get off a press. He's too light in the ass. Darnell Mooney, he's a true slot receiver. He's not a number 2. So when you look at the pieces that we are truly missing that are going to help this team, you have a running back in Bijan Robinson who's 5 yards away from 1,000 yards with a makeshift offensive line, and he does more of what I saw Barry Sanders do in the 90s than I've seen any other running back in the common era do what this man has done to put this team on his back. Secondly, the play calling is so vanilla. It's way too easy for opposing teams to scheme their defense to beat us. There's no imagination to this offense whatsoever. Coach B has said it time and time again. We can run real routes. We can run verts. If we go 13 man, that's the perfect scheme for this team because we love to run the ball. We can put Bijan and Tyler back there together. Force the defense to play you evenly. Because if you only see Bijan out there, 9 times out of 10 it's going to be a zone run. Everyone knows this.
But here's the problem with that. If you're gonna sit there and run counter ISOs and you're gonna run traps all day, guess what? They're gonna crash the line. They're gonna have everybody stacked up. Problem is you don't even scheme for your tight end that's supposed to be a franchise player. You don't scheme for him. When he had the ball in his hands this week, he showed out. Look, I'm one of the biggest antagonists of him. But last week he had a hell of a game, and you can't take that away from him. They took the ball out of his hands. Mm-hmm. They tried to throw it to him on that last drive, and it was just good coverage. He didn't drop it; it was good coverage. I was watching it. And when you look at it, you threw the seals across the middle. Out of all people,
Yeah.
why are you not throwing to the man that was literally keeping the chains moving? You know what I'm saying? You're throwing the seals. But
that's his
I'm not
buddy.
gonna get too heavy into that because that's gonna take us off topic. But
Favoritism.
getting back to what the whole thing is, as I said before, I'm never gonna tell you how to fan. I'm never gonna tell anybody how to fan. But don't come in my face with the foolishness telling me to drink the Kool-Aid or telling me, oh, well, we're not gonna sit here and talk bad about this. No, the hell with that. I'm gonna call it just like I see it. If it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. I'm not gonna tell y'all how to do it, but don't tell me how to speak the truth because I'm not gonna sugarcoat a damn thing for anybody, whether they up on this panel or whether they're in the chat or whether it's barbershop talk. It just doesn't work that way because I don't understand what it is to lie about something that I'm involved with. I just can't do it, especially my football team. And at this point, we wasted a year of a great defense. A great defense. We wasted a year because of the fact that inconsistency on offense. But before we get to the next topic, we got to pay some bills. You know how we get down, man. We got to get the commercials in. So sit back, relax. We got y'all covered. Let's go. Swooping in like the peregrine falcon, the BirdCage is going to take you on a journey. Tap in with us before every Falcons game. We have the pregame meal where fans can come in, talk about their likes, dislikes, and concerns for the upcoming game. Also, we have the halftime analysis that you check out. And then we have, for every fan afterwards, the party line and benediction post-game show. You know how we get down. You either get right or you get left. We'll catch it in. Ghost. BirdCage. So, getting back to it, fellas, we got a new topic we getting ready to touch on because we're talking, we're not going to stay on the Falcons, game against the Jets last week because that right there is a problem because everybody's going to whine and complain about it. But look, here's something that needs to be called out. Raheem Morris earlier this week tried to explain the firing of Ike Hilliard and the retention of Marquise Williams. So I'm gonna start this one, and K-Dub, and then Graybeard, and then Cam, and this is we gonna pass this around. We gonna keep this one a little short and sweet. You fired the wrong man. Period. You fired the wrong man.
Agreed.
You got mad because Ike Hilliard called your ass out. You got mad at that. And the problem was your special teams coach was literally screwing us all year. We don't have a kicker. We done bounced through multiple kickers. And then you got return men who don't even understand basic concepts of being a returner, whether it's punting or whether it's returning. And then we've given up too many explosive plays on kickoff and punt returns. That's what I got to start with. I'm gonna let y'all jump in, and I'm gonna wrap it up after y'all jump on it. K-Dub?
Well, like I said, man, we're gonna pick it back off of you, man. Like I say, he should have fired quite a few people, but I guess what? You be firing this off season because you ban to be done. Like I say, man, you are correct. These guys should have been gone. You put a piss poor staff together, except for probably Jerry Gray. There was a holdover from the last staff. I'm like, what did you put together? You put together chicken scratch, man. I mean, I'm just trying to figure out. I mean, coming in, I don't know a lot about these coaches. You have to let them see how they're going to attach to our players. I'm gonna give Ulbrich a little bit of grace because he has these guys flying off the ball and getting a lot of sacks that we haven't seen in a long time. But we got to get that run defense shored up. I don't know if we need bigger bodies up front, like you said, the big guys with the big ankles and all that, the dump trucks. I mean, we got to do something to stop this run, man. We got to do something to control giving up all these yards. I don't want to keep hearing, oh, you're one of the top backs in the league. I mean, you go against one of the top backs in the league in practice. So find a way to stop the run. I'm like, I don't want to keep hearing that. Oh, we're gonna give him credit. He's one of the best backs in the league. Don't you go against one of the best backs in the league in practice? You should get a good gist of tackling a very shifty and elusive back. Is your problem, guys? I mean, I don't understand. I mean, so
K-Dub,
you
here's
got to
the
bring.
problem. Your boy and people sleep on it. Brees Hall in the same situation that freaking Bijan Robinson is in. And people like, cause here's the thing: when Brees was coming out, he was one of the guys that I said we should have drafted long time ago. And that's even, and think about it, he blew his knee out and came back, and you see what he's doing. Brees is in a worse situation than Bijan, and it's bad to see great backs like that playing on teams like this. It's bad. Because I watched it up close. It was literally a duel. Yeah. And you're right. The defensive line should already have practice, with going against a guy like that, which I don't get. I'm with you on that. I don't get it. Like, how do you struggle with this? And I'm not even mad at Coach Ollie, because guess what? The defense has literally kept us in games all year. All year. Our O-line has not done any favors with pass blocking.
Yeah. Or run blocking.
They got put on. Think about it, fellas.
Let's be honest about it.
Look, and this is one thing that you can say. It's different when you see it. And I said it Sunday after the game. It's different when you see it in person. And you're literally like where I was sitting at. I was actually sitting and I could see things opening up. I could see pretty much how the blocking schemes are forming. When I say we got bullied by that D-line, we got bullied. That wasn't good. But Graybeard, how do you feel about this BS explanation that we got from Raheem Morris about the firing of Ike Hilliard, and he's retaining this garbage special teams coordinator, in your opinion, sir?
I think that's kind of going behind the scenes that he just don't want to pay. He just don't want to pay. This was nothing but another I'm just gonna pay fake or whatever. I mean, I pretty much turned it off halfway. I couldn't take it. But it we get the game.
A lot of people did.
We get the same like drivel from Coach Raheem every week.
This man said dribble.
I mean, it just, man. Look here, man. I think people are just like me, just burnt out about everything. Ike Hilliard was the fall guy. We done went through 3 kickers against last year.
Mm.
We went through 3 this year. we got freaking our punt and kickoff coverage is trash. Not average. Not below average. Trash.
No, it's not trash.
It is garbage.
No, it's not trash.
It smell like Badussi.
That's what it smelled like.
On top of trash.
I kept that sound bite because of how I've seen this team. Normally I change up the sound bites, but no, they deserve that one.
I'm just a loss for word on why Agnew been in the league. He was one of the top returners in the league. You mean to tell me I wasn't
having that guy.
He was playing hero ball. That's the problem. When you get guys that are selfish and they're trying to play hero ball, that's typically what happens. It's too many egos in one bag. And there's no such, and I'm just gonna keep it a book. Raheem lost that. He's lost that locker. He lost that locker room a long time ago. They don't play for him because what I saw on the sideline, he was talking to a guy just walked off from him. You don't see everything on camera, but when you get one of the offensive linemen, the starting guys, to walk off from your head coach while he's trying to talk to you, that should tell you where the respect is at. They're not going to say it on the camera because they still want their paycheck. It's just like us at our jobs. You sit back and you try to say something to your boss, you might be getting a pink slip that day, just like what happened to Ike and freaking Ray Ray.
But do you remember though when he first brought him in, he did his first press conference, how he was low key on who his coaching staff was and whatever.
Man, Cam,
I see why.
I want to ask this with Cam because last season, most of y'all don't know, and I'll just put it out there. Coach Cam went through a situation with a school that he was coaching at. Not gonna name the school, but Now, he went from being a head coach to going back to being a defensive coordinator. But the sad part about it was he got the team to the playoffs, and they hadn't been in 20-some years, and he got them there. How do you look at internal conflict in that situation? Because when you got your second opportunity to go to the school you're at now, you guys got deep in the playoffs. Your defense, you had a bunch of freshmen and sophomore that believed in what you sold. What is it when you talk about being in the locker room and gaining the trust of players and putting players in a position to play for you and give you their all and continue to play no matter what the circumstance is? What do you think in this situation with Raheem?
Just being honest, the hardest thing to earn from a player is their trust. That's the hardest thing to earn, because players know when you're being truthful and honest, and when you're blowing hot air up the behinds. And a lot of times, if you look at a lot of the situations that's going on, to find a way, we got to find a way. What are you doing to complement the find a way portion of it? Because if you know that your special teams coach has been the issue for 2 consecutive years, why do you allow to keep him? Why is he allowed to stay on staff? Why is the special teams coach allowing a player who has fumbled already once, that gave up a touchdown? Why do you still have him back there fielding kicks? That guy should have been benched for a D. Alford, who's played punt returner, who was one of the top guys last year in the league returning punts. Why is he not back there doing the job? So again, there's certain conversations that are happening that aren't being made public. But again, most coaches have yes men in their back pocket, and I believe Marcus Williams is one of those guys who would say yes coach, yes coach, yes coach. When Ike Hilliard was more so of the hey, something smells, and you making chitlins and it don't smell right. You making gumbo and it don't taste right. There's something missing from this. So when you get called out like that, are you mature enough to say, you know what, you're right, let me fix this, so let me do this, let me do that?
Cam, no. I'm answering that for you. No. Because when you have people that have big egos, it's a lot of these people that can't say when they're wrong. The thing that he doesn't understand is you get more respect for saying that you was wrong. You get more respect, and you get people to have your back when you can come out and say, you know what, I effed up. I did this or whatever. You get more people. But when you sit there and try to fight stuff, when you try to push stuff to the side, that's going to make people look at you sideways, and they're not going to trust you. And that's the thing about being a leader.
And go from being,
it's not easy to hear from your crew when they tell you you're wrong.
It's not easy. Absolutely not. Nope. And going and being and having the ability to be a head coach in high school, right? And I'm not saying that it's the same on every level of college and everything like that. But you coached
at Arizona State as well too. We don't really put that out there like that, but for those who don't understand, Coach Cam has also coached at the collegiate level too. Big time D1 football. So Cam has been in a lot of different locker rooms. So what you got?
So again, a lot of times even for me, it's hard to hear when your players give you criticism, because you watched all week. You know what I'm saying? You watch film. You're watching 3-4 games a day, a week, and you scheme based on what you watch and see, right? And a lot of times, if the players don't feel like the scheme fits them, or certain plays don't go a certain way, or even when your coaches come to you and say, hey, maybe we should run it this way because they might adjust to this mid-game, there's no one on that sideline that has the respect of Raheem to do that with him. There's no one going up to him and saying, hey, coach, this ain't working. This ain't right. There's no one there that has the ability or the accountability to tell Raheem, hey, you are messing this up. And the thing is, where is Jerry Gray in this position? Because that should be his job.
Here's the thing. I'm going to throw this out here because we're going to get to this next topic. And I'll say this. Raheem is a guy that's the Falcons are a toxic relationship for a lot of us, but we still love him and we go back to him. The best way to describe it, Raheem is pretty much is the habitual cheater in the relationship. When you call this man out on anything, he finds ways to tap dance. He finds ways to try to push stuff aside. He never takes accountability for it, but he expects for everybody to forgive him when he does something good. But yet and still, you keep doing the same messed up stuff. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm one of the ones that called you out, and I done stood away from you. I won't even touch you with a 20-foot pole. My thing was, like, he was sitting, I'm gonna tell y'all just like this. He was taking pictures with folks last week, before the game. You know how it goes, because I got a picture with Coach Nat for UGA. Shout out to them Bulldogs. We're gonna represent this weekend. But he was trying to go over there to take pictures with the fans on the sideline. And one of the dudes, and the funniest thing was, I met a Falcon fan that was from Jersey. He was with his kid. That was the cat that I showed on the camera when I was doing the pregame show. Raheem was trying to get up there and take pictures with us. He said, hell no, I'm not taking no picture with you. He said, if I take a picture of you, it's pretty much gonna be put on a milk carton when your ass is going up the road. No, we need you missing from Atlanta. Raheem kind of looked at him and Jersey cat. That's the funny part. Them Jersey folks, they like that. They will tell you on the spot.
They definitely like that.
He said, hey man, he said, you want to pick? I said, I don't take pictures with losers. I said, losers are bad for my camera. Just like stats are bad for this. Oh, yeah. I did say something slick to him. I'm letting you know now. You damn right I did. Guess what? I paid money to get in. Yes, I'm a podcast host. But yeah, I'm going to keep it honest. The same way you want to BS around, okay, I can do the same thing. And y'all can say I'm wrong for that, but no. I respect Mark Zeno that calls him out in these press conferences. I respect Nick Cellini and Domino when they called him out on this interview, when they were talking about this in the interview. See, I'm one of them. I don't need you to like me. KRS-One said it the best. I don't need the jewels around my neck when I already got your respect. I don't need y'all to like me. I just need you to respect me. And that's just how I am. And I told him up front, I said, you got a lot you need to work on. But the first thing you need to work on is accountability. Because they all are out there before the game. Everybody sees, if you go to games before, they're around. They come up to the side and talk to fans. And Raheem got his feelings hurt. And he jogged right back in the locker room. And that was after me and a few other people said something to him. Like, shout out to the Falcon fans that's from New Jersey that was in the stands. Shout out to them. I didn't see Wolf.
Help me understand this real quick. Help me understand this. For a coach that has a 33-55 record,
Jesus Christ.
What made him think that the fans were going to be anywhere near him?
That's my thing. You asked us, do we want to take a picture with you? Hell no.
You 33-55.
Look, if I probably would have had some popcorn or something, I might have threw it at him, but nah, it costs too much money in that stadium.
That man in 22 games below 500.
Man, look, shout out to Arthur Blank for having food down low. I paid for a bottled water. I paid for what they call a turnpike hot dog or whatnot with chili, onions, the works, and a little black bag of potato chips that ain't about that big. That cost me damn near $25 for all that. That's why I said, look, if I'd have had popcorn, I would have considered not throwing it because that right there costs. But it was good, though. I ain't gonna lie. The food was good, though. Banging. But it was just expensive. But let's just be honest, man. You got fans that travel. Now, there was nothing but a little short drive for me. But you got people that fly in the cities that follow this team. You got people that spend money on season tickets in the PSL. Just think about it, man.
I know.
You don't do right by these fans. You don't. So everything you get right now, because of how you've been in the media, you haven't had no accountability. You get everything that you're catching right now. You deserve it. You deserve everything fans are saying about you. Hell, you're lucky that and you got some fans that are crazy enough to be like Harvey Updike. Remember the man who killed the trees for Auburn? You got some fans that's crazy enough to put hands on you. Not saying anybody on this panel will, because we enjoy our freedom and our pension from the U.S. military. You paying us on the first of the month, so I get my money back from you, Raheem, when you pay your taxes.
No, I will. Let me catch him out here.
No. First off, now, look, you not finna get the BirdCage caught up in that. If you do it, you on your own. I ain't doing no GoFundMe for your ass.
No.
You on your own.
This message is strictly from Coach Lou.
Okay. Remember this, brother. You got a job too. You better be careful with that.
Stop it.
But man, let's go ahead and get to it, man. How do we gonna talk about the matchup for this week when you talk about the Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks? How do we slow down this red hot Seahawks team? Because let's be honest, their offense is ranked number 2 in the league, and their defense is now ranked number 2 in the league. So they're literally one of the hottest teams that's coming on the road into Atlanta with a team that's really not even playing for pride right now. They just playing for a paycheck. How do they say it? You do enough to let them knock you out. Pretty much taking a dive. That's pretty much what we're gonna be doing for the rest of the year for some of these teams.
How do you slow them down? We're gonna have to play our best ball. I mean, I really don't understand. And we're gonna have to play our best ball, and we gotta hope that they play their worst ball. I mean, I'm just trying to be honest here.
You still gonna pick against them when we do our picks, so there ain't no need for you to even say that.
I'm like, I don't know here.
I would keep away possession, run the football, but we already know we're not going to do that.
Well, that's the first time I'm going to see Will say this.
That could blow out. I don't see it. Oh yeah, did this game in Seattle, right?
No, it's here.
It's
in Atlanta.
Oh, it's here.
They're not in the elements. Think about it. This team that Seattle has, they're not playing in the elements. They're playing indoors. They're playing indoors, which means that's perfect. That's a perfect environment for this offense. Y'all do know Sam Darnold has a winning record in domes.
Yep. And I got some family members. I got some friends of mine that's from the West Coast or whatnot. They Seahawks fans. Some are from LA. I was in the military. They called me this morning just because they knew they was gonna watch the show. They said, "Hey, you want to beg for mercy before we get there?" I ain't begging for nothing. I'm gonna take my ass over like a man. If you gonna beat me, you better beat me. I ain't begging for nothing. Will, you a damn lie.
I don't know, man. Like I say,
Will say he ain't watching the game. He a lying handbasket because
you gonna watch it because you want to know. You want to know who you want to fire. We know you want to fire everybody every week.
I would.
And you want to go on every show. You want to go on every show. Come on, man. Come on, Will. You gotta.
Hey, you
gotta make your tour. You gotta make your tour.
You
gotta go on this tour. You gotta go on the Falcon tour right here. Every podcaster.
Yeah, he gonna have that boy hollering like Fabo.
I was thinking about putting on Madden and watch the simulation. Instead of watching the game for real.
But we gotta make it a little funny because a lot of Falcon fans are downtrodden right now. A lot of them are pissed off. A lot of them have given up on the season period. A lot of them gonna not even show up for the games. People that's got season tickets gonna sell their tickets and try to get $1, but good luck trying to get somebody to buy it unless it's from a rival crowd.
I got to take that trek in. I already know. Yeah, I already know the outcome. Just go fellowship. You ain't gonna get ready.
That bad.
Hey, but here's the thing. At least y'all indoors. I sat outside.
Yeah. At least, you. No. Yeah. He was out there sniffling. With the ball.
With rain/snow. I don't care what none of y'all say. I had it the worst, and I watched them lose at the end in that weather. At least y'all sapsuckers is dry. I want to say something else, but this is a family show.
Hey, look, man, we can't help the Arthur built us a comfy environment to lose in. But
rather go back to the old Georgia Dome, bring it outside, keep all the bougie fans out. Shoot.
Yeah, I mean, but it'll be chilly outside for the tailgate portion of it. But he built a very comfy area to get your butt spanked. You know, I wish it was so comfy, but it is what it is.
Boy, that's bad, man.
Wow.
$1 billion plan to lose.
Will, you crash out at every loss that we've had. That's the reason we call you Pink Slip Will, dog. We started that, and everybody. Look, we started calling him that on this show. Everybody
didn't change the name
podcast, and then started naming him that. Look, I need
to be Pink Slip at William Amy 688-6871.
I need some residuals from half y'all content creators that call him that because it came from here. Y'all gonna stop stealing my stuff. Damn it,
they call him Pink Slip on other shows too.
Yo, bro.
You ain't seen?
Yeah.
I be busy. I don't get a chance to watch a lot of other shows right now.
This is perfect. Look what
the angry man on Martin.
Hey, that's my evil twin.
Wait a minute.
My evil twin.
Man, get your ass down.
Get your ass down.
Hey, look, I miss the Georgia Dome too, Johnny, man. The Georgia Dome is a special place. Yeah, man. That's why I got a picture of it behind me up here, man. I miss that Georgia Dome.
Boy, at this point, this is why you just sit back and you just laugh or whatnot, man. That's thank you, 3 Dirty. So 3 Dirty, this is what we need you to do. Start calling folks out because they don't like giving credit. They like to watch the show and steal stuff and not give credit. It's plenty of content creators who do it that's in this Falcons community. Now, I ain't gonna start no mess, but I'm like Nas now. I sit in the cut just like Peroxide. I'm in the cut like Peroxide, but don't come for me. I'm letting you know now. Please don't. I'm like Nas. I don't do followers. I do squads.
Bar.
Letting you know now. It's just what it is.
Bar.
But and my thing is this. I'm okay with you using stuff. Just tag us in it. Just say, hey, man, we heard this from the historian. We heard it from K-Dub. We heard it from the boys in the BirdCage. Just say that. We don't care. Just don't make it like it's yours. Stop it.
I'm like 3,000. I just keep coming up with new shit, baby.
Hey, thank you. Hey, say it like T.I. said in ATL. Stop lying. Just tag somebody. Give some credit, man.
Bar.
Because see, y'all out here trying to get all the cut in, just like Uncle George say.
I gets the booty around here. I gets the draws. I gets the booty. I gets the train.
That's all y'all trying to do. You can't get all the cut around here like that. No. But speaking of that, fellas, let's go ahead and get to the next part of this show, which we call the X Factors.
Do we have it?
Welcome back. We had to get a little interlude in there. You know, we got to cut up a little bit with you, but we got to get to the X Factors, or if there are any X Factors this week.
We got to come L Factor, I can tell you that much.
L Factor.
Oh, boy.
Oh, wait a minute. You know what? I just got to give you this. You know you're my boy.
That's my boy. This sorry ass.
You're gonna be getting that a lot, Gravy.
I'll take
I'm
that.
telling you, boy.
I'll take that.
I know. You ain't got no choice but to take that one.
Oh man, I could go there.
Oh,
thank you. I'm just waiting on it. I'm waiting on it. I'm just waiting on it.
Oh boy.
Yeah, right there.
Oh, I'm trying to breathe while I'm laughing, but my chest hurt laughing at you so hard because you're damn.
No bar. Just no bar. No bar.
Hey man, hey, listen, it's okay. Stop shaking.
Boy, you're shaking like a stripper. Tighten up.
Tighten up. All right. Hey man, I'm finna snap tonight, but let's go ahead and get it, man. Let's talk about the X factors in this ball game. You know, we got, like I said, folks, we got to have a little bit of fun because there's a lot of pain that's been going on with this ball club. So
it's a holiday season. That would make it go back. Every year during the holiday, boy, we
just give us a big old lump of coal.
Boy, get disappointed, don't it?
We open up the gift. We open up the gift. Then we gonna get the playoffs, and we get a lump of coal. Fuck up.
hey, oh man. He said, "Yo, Pink Slip, I've been driving 7 hours for 20 years." I'm like,
hey man, hey look,
for real.
Hey man, shout out to Free Dirty, man.
There's some people that really, it's some folks that really travel for this team, man. I mean, shout out to the folks out there that really truly travel like long distance and really follow the team, going all the way to Berlin, going all the way to New York, going all the way to San Fran, doing it. I mean, shout out to y'all, man, because I know I spend money, but y'all really spending some money.
Hey,
so,
listen,
shout out.
Going to that game. Here's the thing: going to that ball game, going to New York, that was a drive up the road, full tank of gas, of course, hour. But when you talk about paying for the toll, you talk about, you know, getting in that state, like everything was already taken care of, but you don't think about the cost because each city is different. New York is an expensive place.
Lord.
So, here's the thing. See, I was blessed. Shout out to Miss Tamika Scarborough. That's Mrs. BirdCage, by the way. Not the first lady. That's Mrs. BirdCage. She hooked me up.
What it is, what it do.
So shout out to Miss Scarborough. She hooked me up with an early Christmas present. I definitely appreciate it. I know I'm gonna have to come hard for Christmas for this one, boy. Because this one
you're gonna be washing a whole lot of dishes for that.
What? Hey, why you think I was pissed when the Falcons lost the way that they did? I said, damn it.
And I want 10 sweet potato pies.
She want that peach. She want the peach cobbler, or she want peach cobbler, or she want me to make ribs. That's just what it is. So I'm okay with that, but I know that I got to bring up a really good gift. So shout out to Miss Scarborough, Mrs. BirdCage in the building.
Rib.
You know, got to give her a little, got to get that love or whatnot. But man, let's talk about it.
Rib.
So X factors for this ball game. I'm gonna start this one first. with all the foolishness that we got going on, my X factor this week, it's truly got to be. At this point, I gotta say I gotta go with Drake at this point right now. I gotta go with Drake because he's got to go up against this secondary because Pitts is gonna be double because of the game he had last week. Drake's got to be the one to get off. Mooney actually, he remembers that he has hands sometimes, but for the most part, he got feet for hands. That's how it was this year, feet for hands. So I gotta say Bradley Pinion is my other X factor, because he's got to help the defense with field position. My honorable mention is going to be Kirk Cousins, because with the way that defense is playing, he's got to be able to get that ball out of there quick when this offensive line breaks down. Those are my X factors. I got Drake, Bradley Pinion, and then I got Kirk as an honorable mention. I'm not even mentioning the defense right now because at this point, the whole defense has been carrying this team. I'm putting the pressure on my offensive guys now.
My X factor gonna be the Atlanta Falcons fan base.
Wait a minute. Hold up. You said who? Did I hear you right?
I mean, I heard him right, but go ahead and explain. Stop laughing.
Hey, hold up.
Laughing.
Listen,
explain yourself.
Yes, please. Because the fan base ain't the problem. You saying you want that right. X factor? Hey, hold up. No, I got you.
I'm gonna be there.
K-Dub. Hey, K-Dub, hold up.
Normally, they gonna give me a lump of coal again.
Hold up, K-Dub, I got to give him this here. Since you want a piece of that, I don't think you want to bite off that, but
you know you don't want no parts of that.
But since you open that Pandora's box, handle it.
It was a joke, man. Good grief.
Oh, okay.
Now Maybe not for you.
For Aaron, you got to think about it, right? You can't listen. That's like you joking with that's like you joking with one of our military brothers that's on the edge and they need a little help. You can't joke with these Falcon fans like that right now. You gonna have them coming for us.
Got it.
But I ain't worried about it. They come for me. You know, I don't mind being the bad guy. I already told you that. I ain't scared of you, Let me stop. Go ahead, Gray Beard. So who's your X Factors, man?
I thought he said them.
He said no, he was just joking about the fans. He didn't give any X Factors. He popped out. So while he's getting his camera straight.
Okay. I've said on offense, I'm gonna take the Tank. Tyler Jeremy has a great game this week. Some tell me he may do something. And on the defensive side of the football, I'm gonna take the guy on the screen there, Mr. Xavier, X-Man Watts. And then on special teams, I mean, not special teams, but my honorable mention, I'm going to take Brandon Dorless. I don't know. Those just are my three X factors for a better outcome this week. We'll see what happens.
Okay, real talk. X factor for offense. I'm gonna go with.
Don't you do it?
No, I ain't going there. I ain't going. I'm gonna go with the offensive line, man. We need them desperately in this game.
Well,
and he did it. And he did it. He did it. I told him not to do it. He did it anyway.
That's my boy. You sorry ass.
You be all right. You be all right. But yeah, man, we really definitely need them in the game to keep Kurt upright and to try to play field because with this team to keep away. So that's my X factor on offense. Defense. I'm just gonna go with the secondary, man. I need for me, I know AJ Terrell's been, or whatever, but I still think he's been pretty much solid. And shout out to him for being considered to be the Walter Payton Man of the Year. Congrats on that guy. Salute. He really does be doing a lot for the Atlanta community. You just don't see the stuff on TV screen, but if you're in the ATL, you be hearing this name quite often. So I'm just gonna say Hugh, Alfred. Oh Lord.
You said Hugh?
He said
Hugh.
He said Hughes and Alfred.
I had the
You said Hugh.
Hold up.
God.
Wait a minute.
I said
I would say everybody. I would say the secondary excluded.
You said that sober?
Hey, Cam, I'm gonna give you Cam. You know what? This all we need to say to him.
Hey, who you is, boy?
You said that sober?
Yeah.
Hold my drink.
we need them to step up, man. That's all I'm saying.
Oh Lord.
That's it. That's all I got.
I gets the booty.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
That's just what it is.
That it is. You said Mike Hughes.
I get the secondary.
Look, you see why I said I guess and you know what? And then I had to hit it up like, no. He trying to get too much. Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
I get the secondary.
Did we see what?
Did you see what AD Mitchell did to them and he ain't been there but 2 weeks?
That was
John.
my thing.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think when John Mechie had that, I'm gonna be honest. When John Mechie had his health issues or whatnot, I really believe that took a lot away from him physically as a player.
Yep.
Because he dropped, and I'm just gonna be honest, he dropped 4 routine passes and literally should have had 3 touchdowns on our defense. He should have had 3 tutties on us Sunday. And that whole secondary got put in the blender by him and AD Mitchell. So again, I don't trust this secondary right now.
Yeah.
I can't, but I mean, that's your X factor. So, hey, cash it up.
Yeah.
Cam, who you got?
They got some,
Well, K-Dub took Tyler from me. Graybeard over here took the offensive line from me.
Oh Lord, here we go.
You took Drake from me.
Oh man.
So,
Lying ass.
you heard it here first. You heard it here first.
Go.
All right. And it hurts my soul to do this.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I know where you're going.
Soul to do this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Never Come on, get it out.
Never would have
imagined. I'm trying, but the words ain't. The words don't want to move.
Backed him into a corner.
The government mule. The government mule is my X factor.
Oh my God. Hey, look. If he go off Sunday, I'm gonna be thinking about this right here, man. I'm gonna be thinking.
I got puke in my mouth.
You know what? I'll help you out with that. Here you go.
Damn, son, where'd you find that?
Yo, you know it's bad when he's saying that. So who else you got, Cam? Come on. Look, nobody is above getting some of this soundboard for what they say. You know this. You know this.
Defensively, it has to be Jesse Bates.
Bankhead. It's a good pick. That's a good pick. I think he do.
Jesse has been
MIA.
Inconsistent all year. He's been incognito.
He's starting to see spaceships. He's starting to see too many spaceships on Bankhead right now.
Yeah.
Hey, no, Jesse got his ass sent to the upper room last Sunday. Just
to the upper room.
With Jesus. You know what that is, the upper room?
That's where his ass was at, in the upper room. Looking up at receivers run past him last Sunday. That was awful. Hey.
And then my honorable mention is
you might have to start calling that man Buford Bates. He ain't repping Bankhead. That's Buford Bates right there. Then got he light skinned and sedity with money. Buford Bates.
Warner Robins. That's Warner Robins.
No. Either Buford Bates or Bainbridge Bates. That's what you might want to call him.
Bainbridge.
He losing the bank.
I like the Buford Bates. Yeah, you can get your name back if you start playing like Bankhead, but you're Buford Bates right now.
John Creek.
The honorable mention is honorable mention will be D. Alford playing special teams this week. That would be my honorable. D. Alford has to be the guy catching balls back there. I have no
him back there.
I have no trust in Agnew anymore. I didn't have no trust in him before, but
Jesus.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of Agnew when we got him, but yeah.
But Agnew literally was as funky as 3-day-old chitlins that ain't been cleaned and thawed out. That's how bad he is.
I heard you still from Jersey.
I just wish I could get a chance to see Blair come up, but I don't know what's going on. He must have done cussed the coach out or something. He can't come up off his practice squad.
As I said before, I saw Kadero Hodge on the sideline fine and dandy. But yet still, I don't know why you don't use him. Kadero's another one that's a real one. And they called him, and he called him out.
Why is Kadero not returning punts like he was before?
Thank you. Why is he not returning kicks? This is what he did at Prairie View A&M, and he did it at Alcorn State when he was with the BirdCage alum and newly minted Hall of Famer of Alcorn State, Mr. Arnold Walker. That was his teammate before he went to Prairie View.
Go Braves.
Man, the hell with that. It's all about them SU Jags. Speaking of them damn Jags, shout out to the SU Jags for coming back and clapping and literally skinning a Bayou Tiger that's called Grambling. Y'all about as trash as I know. Y'all had us by the ropes and didn't finish us off. To hell with Grambling, like I said. Look, I got love for Eddie Robinson and Doug Williams, but the rest of that mess, y'all can flush that mess right down the toilet. Grambling is trash, and that's the same way I look at the Alabama Crimson Tide. flush that tide down that toilet too. We getting our lick back this weekend. I stand on that. To hell with the tide.
We better run the doggone ball.
Sorry,
I know
Nando.
that. We better run the doggone ball. I know
Run
that.
big 250. Run big McCray like you did last week, man. They get tired of tackling that boy.
Better run that
And
ball.
here's my thing. I need Chauncey Bowens in that backfield, but we gonna talk Georgia ball another day. We might do.
I love Chauncey been battling injuries. I just hope he's healthy enough to get out there. Go.
We might do a special for the SEC championship, fellas. We might do a little something. I don't know. Oh, you right. You are gonna see about that lick back. Y'all got lucky because of the fact that we called a bad play. Y'all couldn't stop Alabama's own Josh McCray, and you couldn't stop the Florida boy Chauncey Bowens. We had over 220 on y'all on the ground. Don't act like you and you ain't got LT Overton on that D line. So again,
last time, we really didn't get to Ty Simpson. This time we're gonna rock him. We're gonna light him up like a crib. We're gonna light him up like a Christmas tree.
And Gunner was shook in that ball game. Gunner ain't never been shook. That's the only time we seen him shook. And all I'm gonna say is this: your defense has improved, but you don't have Overton now. Tim Keenan by himself. Don't think we didn't see all them videos your boys posted talking about some come here puppies. It is what it is. We got something for you. But let's get these score predictions for these funky Falcons. I don't even call them Dirty Birds. They funky right now to me.
Funky
Falcons.
Marcus Washington called him. Marcus Washington called him a human yacht.
He being nice, whatever. We got the listen. He being nice or whatever. My cut. I'm just saying. Look, until we actually show we got some fight. Hey, we got these funky pigeons up here. Until these pigeons get it right, you are no longer a Falcon. A Falcon is the most craftiest and the wildest hunter in the animal kingdom. One of the greatest hunters in the animal kingdom. Please look that up. Right now, you look like a pigeon on the side of the road in New York trying to get a piece of bread without trying to get hit by a cab. That's what we look like. We don't look like hunters. We don't look like birds of prey.
You look like doves.
No, doves are respected, sir. I say pigeons because that's at the bottom of the totem pole, sir. What's the score prediction? Because I know y'all two finna pick against them.
Oh, I'm definitely
picking. I'm picking 30-27. The other Seahawk, the other bird. And hopefully they prove me wrong while I'm in the damn building, but we'll see what happens.
You picking that ugly bird that we used to have to look at out at CK Dub.
Amen. I would love for them to prove me wrong, about that, but it is what it is, man. I want to prepare my mind to let down the back. The morning after.
Come on, coach. I know you finna be on some foolishness like you been all day.
38-16 chicken.
Good Lord.
Man, boy, he ain't getting no points. 16.
Man, you know what? That's just a good old ass whooping. You just ain't right with that.
Ooh, at least I have him make it get 20.
You at least gave him points. This fool didn't give him no points. Just
38.
I want to see. I'm just going with how
a touchdown. That's 3 field goals.
They'll make it look like they're gonna win. They'll be winning and then they'll lose it. So I'm thinking how they're going to be playing.
38-16, and the starters to get pulled in the fourth quarter.
38-16. I pray you wrong, man. I can't. I'm gonna have to leave early. Then we get beat like that.
Oh Lord, Jesus.
Oh no.
Oh Lord, Jesus.
53%. Oh. That'll hurt my heart even more, man. Don't tell me that, Scope.
That's how I'm feeling right now.
28.
You know what?
24. Them flying things that we root for.
There is only victory, or in your case, defeat.
Got a war.
The hell with
All
it.
right.
I'm gonna be the bold one to stand out. I'm the bad guy. Hey yo, just like my man Razor in the back, rest in peace, Scott Hall. I'm the bad guy today. I love being the bad guy. Pull out the hoodie on y'all jokers now. Let's get to it. I got the Falcons winning this 27-24. I stand on it.
27-20. So we got a 50-50 panel.
Y'all can pick the Seahawks all you want. I ain't picking
did.
against the Falcons.
I didn't.
No, he picked Falcons. Gregory picked Falcons.
Yeah, he picked the Falcons 28-24.
I'm talking about these two.
Yeah,
if it don't apply, listen, if it don't apply, get out the car. I heard what you picked. Get out the car. I'm talking to these. I'm talking to these two. Don't jump in the car. and they driving blind right now. Get out the car.
Hey man. Hey, look. It is what it is, man. Prove me wrong. And I would love it.
38-16, man. 38-16.
All I'm gonna say is this.
We're gonna see what happens.
I don't want to hear no positive chatter from neither one of you two, especially if they win, because I'm holding both of y'all jokers to the 5 we win. That's if we win. Hold on, did you hear me? Did you hear me? I said that's if we win.
How you sit there and say that when I said I want to be proven wrong?
Hey, no, y'all look, the reverse psychology ain't working. I keep telling y'all that it's not gonna work.
No, it worked. It worked the first time. It didn't work. It didn't work last week, but it worked the week before last.
It didn't work last week.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm 50 right now.
Listen to me clearly. This is not reverse psychology. This team is terrible. And I'm hoping we lose in the hopes that we can usher used car salesman Raheem Morris right on off the building.
We got one more year.
He got to go.
One more year. Yeah.
Not Cam. This is all I got to give you. Here you go.
Oh, I ain't hear that.
I can't even do that. Hey, I can't even do that with a straight face, man.
Boo this man.
Boo this man. Look, man, it's what it is at this point. But boy, it's just horrible just seeing how we went from being a playoff contender to pretty much being chopped liver at this point.
We're not even chopped liver.
I ain't even gonna disrespect liver like that. I'm sorry. This is pretty. No, they good when they fried. No, they ain't gonna do that.
Absolutely.
Listen,
and some gravy.
No, here's the thing. If you want to be honest, the Falcons aren't even good enough to be chitlins or hog maws. They ain't even good enough to be the leftovers or whatnot.
They the pig feet.
Nah, barbecue pig feet good. I don't eat them like that, but yeah, you can't do them like that. No. If I'm gonna say anything, them jokers more like Lord, forgive me for saying this. They're pretty much like mountain oysters. If you know what mountain oysters are, just go ahead and look them up. For all the cooks in here, you know what they are. The Falcons are as delectable as mountain oysters on the table.
Oh man,
yeah. Hey man, I call it like I see it, like it is.
That thing is disgusting. Lord, that thing is nasty. Oh I know. Oh my God.
But we gonna go ahead. But we gonna go ahead and get to it, man. Definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in. Everybody that's in the chat and fellas on the panel, you know how we get down. You get right or you get left. Thank y'all for coming through. K Dub, Coach Cam, Graybeard. Appreciate y'all. Hey, we're gonna be live again Sunday. Pregame meal. Look, we just gonna try to get through this the best that we can. Falcon family, we got something for these boys on Sunday. Hopefully, we can win this ball game. But until then, man, y'all be blessed. We'll catch you next time. Ghosts.